back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Topknot Summer Double Barrel Bourbon Whiskey. That was a mouthful. Woo! That was a mouthful right there. So
I was gonna say the same thing. Being smart.
Well, it was. You know, sometimes it seems like that just didn't roll off the tongue.
You didn't. Not today. It did not.
Well, I didn't write it good either because I had we had to change. We couldn't because it's the way it's written. You can't even read this stuff. So, anyways, this bottle actually, Mike, he'll elaborate a little bit more after I babble through the stuff that I looked up. But he actually toured this facility in Maine. You remember where in Maine? What? Wells, Maine. All right. So he got this bottle. It's a 90 proof bottle. It's a minimum of 2 years old. This happens to be batch 8, bottle 54. I went through all the good stuff first. He got it for the low price of $79.11. So this is a bourbon whiskey that is finished in a vanilla extract barrel. So the name Topknot is named after the plume of feathers adorning the top of some of the birds. I think of the one parrot that always has the thing that comes up like that. It signifies strength, prowess, and seductive superiority. That's like me. Ultimately, ensuring the survival of its lineage. So that's why they got the name. But, geez, this was named for me. I'm going to love this guy.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're going to see. This was one of the bottles he keeps threatening that you know, he thinks I'm just going to bamboozle over the top of. But we're going to see. I will say, color-wise, it's getting a good C+ thus far. It's not super dark. We've had darker, we had lighter.
Probably better than I thought you were going to give it the stats.
Well, no. I mean, it looks good in the bottle, but when I just poured it, it's just a little on the light side.
It's got the little bird on the back and everything.
Right.
They did a nice job with the whole display. Oh, actually, the building is beautiful as well.
Well, and you know, I guess
built it all himself. It's a family operated.
Being that I'm a hermit, I don't ever go out anymore, as he liked to say in one of the videos before. You know, I might appreciate it more if I was sitting at the distillery and enjoying it. Maybe. I mean, we got to be honest. Anyone who's watching, the first thing when they just heard me say, when you say a 2-year bourbon for $79.11, people are like, you know, the big X comes up like on a game show. You know what I'm saying?
It already did over there at the pool table.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's a hit.
It's a hefty price.
And then when you smell it and you go, did you put bourbon in this? Because there's not a whole lot jumping out of this glass.
I just really thought you'd get, since it's in a vanilla extract barrel, you would get that way more.
I'm thinking immediately. I just made a banana bread like a few days ago. I did. We don't want to talk about it. But so I made one just because there was bananas rotting on my counter and I wanted to see what people would like. Over. Yeah, they got.
Let's go back to the bourbon.
I threw it in the freaking trash because I was so mad. It came out good, but everyone complained about stuff because I made it like Mars. I put the chocolate, but I used the unsweetened chocolate, but I diced it up also. It was actually very good. I had a bite of it. I don't eat that stuff, but then the two of them were like, it had cherries in it. There's chocolate in it. I taste nuts. And I was like, in the trash. All right, very good. Sick of it. But I thought it was very good. It was creamy. It was nice, but
you could have saved the beef.
I meant to, and then you know sometimes frustration factor just goes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get a nose. I'm going to take a sip now.
I was going to say take a sip first, because you tend to get that vanilla note more in the flavor than right off at the bat in the nose.
The point of that story was just that I was just using vanilla and the sugar, and you muddle it.
Yep.
I was hoping to get that smell, but I wasn't really getting it on the nose.
I don't know if it's ever going to really come cranking at you.
I'm trying to relate it. It is only 90 proof, so I'm factoring that in. The initial thing I didn't really taste, but I only took a little sip. Let me throw a little bit more on my tongue, see if I feel young at the 2 years.
I don't know if I get the young, but I think maybe the sweetness of the vanilla kind of masks a little. There's something to add. I mean, and it might be the vanilla extract barrel. I don't really never stuff my head in one of them. So
you know, but you know what the vanilla it tastes like.
I do.
It is very huge. Much so. There is a huge sweetness. Is the vanilla sweet though? Like there's like I just rolled that around on my tongue for a little bit right there, and I just to see, and there is. I don't even want to go with like a rock candy sweetness. It's it's more like a.
It's odd.
It's almost like an aspartame sweetness. You know when you do like a Diet Coke and you get that sugary sweetness, but you know it's not sugar. Well, you know what? We just recently did a cane sugar soda, and it's a different texture on your tongue. Is that it? Where it feels thicker on your tongue.
So with that, for a 2-year bourbon, I think they're on the right track.
Yep.
I think they're doing a great job. I don't dislike this. It's just, again, it's a very tiny little spot. They did a beautiful job on the building. And I do enjoy it. Would I go back up there and would I get another one? I probably will. But that's a pretty good hit. If you're doing a collection, this is not going to be first in your picks.
No, and honestly, when you look back to, so I'm going to throw it in with the big dogs as I always do. If I'm going to go around 90 proof,
you're going to smoke them.
Yeah,
I know. So
right,
you can't go there.
Okay, all right. I'll try to stay away from there then. Let me think.
Or you need to get out and see.
I don't need to.
Well,
the more this sits in a glass, though, it is coming. Like I'm getting a heavier vanilla. Yes. I really am. Like now, it's coming.
It did take a bit
more than like it overshadows. Like I'm not getting. It was like that weak. It might be a caramel, but I'm really not sure if I'm sniffing a sugar baby earlier. But now I'm definitely getting. I don't even get the brown sugar with the vanilla. You're really getting like the vanilla extract.
It did come through once we started drinking it,
but not to the point where when I was drinking Lord Calvert, the Canadian whiskey, and that was giving me like a vanilla frosting. I'm not getting that flavor out of it.
It's not that sweet.
No. I'm just getting just like the vanilla extract smells when you do it.
The taste though now is a little bit. It has like a little bit of a sweet with a nut flavor in the finish. Minimal. You're not going to jump out.
I didn't get a nut yet. Crazy. So. No. I'm giving this the full benefit of the doubt before I unleash hell on it. But we honestly, this is a very good. And if I was going to put it as a craft distillery, I would say this is a good $39.99 bottle from a craft distillery. Now, if it was like a major player, I would want it a little bit less money. You know, again, you're going to charge what you charge, and right. You're entitled to do whatever you want to do. But it doesn't have, I mean, $79, that is going up against some big dogs. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, price-wise, it just can't compete.
I mean, there's others over there as well that I've randomly shopped and tried. And they're kind of in the same ballpark.
I will say, when I first smelt this, I was like, "Oh, here we go again." But you know, it is opening up as it's sitting in the glass.
Because obviously, when you go there, you're not going to just wolf down like 7 of them. So you got to bullshit and whatever and talk to everybody. So it did open up, and I think I believe they had a rye, and they got gin and they got vodka. I think all kinds of different mixed drinks.
Finish it in vanilla. I think that just. So anticlimactic, you know, like port brings a nice fruity finish or something. Like vanilla is just like vanilla.
Okay, so it's something different.
First of all, it's like eating vanilla ice cream. It's just there.
I don't mind it.
I knew you were going to say that.
I don't mind it.
My son Ryan loves it,
but I will mix it usually. I'm pretty happy if it's vanilla with something.
Which go check him out on Jerky's Food Reviews. He gives me a shout out every day.
Pretty much
on this shit. And there's not even a pretty much about it. He ends every show like that, but. Jerky's Food Reviews. If I remember, I'll run his banner on the top like I did before. But this, it's okay. This is good. It's just
so now you have it.
Yep.
You're not gonna. You definitely gonna probably drink it. There's no problems about it. And I don't think you're gonna be sad when you're drinking it. I think they're on the right track. Honestly, again. They have a beautiful little place, a nice little place.
My only complaint is because I'm not getting my numerous complaints is it brings me to that one note thing. Like I'm just kind of getting a vanilla. I would be happier if I had a fruit or if I had like a nut. Or I'm not really getting any of that. There is it has an okay finish. It's not a heavy oak presence by any means, but it does have it does coat for a 90 proof. It has a good viscosity because it does seem like thicker.
It does
because of the vanilla sugary whatever is going on with that. That part of it is good.
The nose really is not.
No. The nose came around, and when I first grabbed it, I was like, "Oop, nothing." That's why I said, "Did they put whiskey in this glass?"
Yeah.
Like, where it took a minute, which a lot of them do. This is a fresh crack too, so a lot of things change over sitting, and I hope this develops into a little bit more, but it'll never reach the full $79.11 potential. To me, you know what I mean?
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah. I mean, just for those watching, but
they're there and they're competing. They get their toes in the water.
I got to assume distribution is nil.
Probably just local.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So it's a niche. I mean, we're doing it, but we're doing it because any of you that are up there, and if you were tempted to try it, I mean, at that price, I would be like, go to the resort. And how much was a pour?
I don't recall. I forget.
There's the facts you're looking for, people. There they are, right there.
Money's
no object to me. I don't care. I was just sitting there.
It was like 9 months ago. So
I was wearing red underwear 9 months ago today.
Good for you. That is good for you. It's not on a little pamphlet.
Yeah, no. I just curiosity.
They did have flights. They did have.
I mean, this would be one of them that they,
3-4 flight.
I would recommend trying before you buy.
I think they had a malt.
They had
a rye.
That's a pricey. It's just a pricey bottle. I mean, it's not bad, but in my head, I'm going, okay, I can get Old Forester 86 for like $25.
That's
you know what I mean? I know why you shut me down. No, I know, but honestly, I'd go
again.
Evan Williams Bottle and Bond would crush
this. So their building
to me
is not much bigger than most people's houses. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Other than it's got the tall thing. So versus it, I've not been to Old Forester, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a factory type looking building that they have many of them in there. So, and he built it all himself. He did it's a fantastic little place to go for a getaway off the beaten path a little bit in Wells, Maine, which is not far from us. Very far for him.
If they're not next door, I don't want them. No, honestly, with the vanilla really does add like a. I wish it was anything else.
I would enjoy this later in the day or later at night.
No. I could hammer this. There's nothing offensive about it. I at the 2 years, I was waiting to see. Honestly, this was better than the town branches we had. It's not breaking. It's not giving me a young aftertaste.
No.
It's not doing any of the weird stuff that I've had other whiskeys do. That part of it, it's solid. It's actually very good taste in bourbon as far as it maintains its flavor. And I'm not a big vanilla guy. Like I'm not. Like I don't like vanilla candles. I don't like any. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. I'm just saying. Like I'm not. That's not my jam when it comes to flavor. So, but it's not
all hip. Not his jam.
I'm just saying. It's
alrighty then.
Yeah. Like I don't like honey, but I think I would rather have honey because it would add more of a sweetness. Vanilla's it's vanilla. Vanilla's vanilla. That's why they use it as a verb. You know what I mean? It kind of brings me in a land of other ones.
I would say go try it. If you're on a vacation and you're out that way, or if you live there, go support the locals and try it. Just try a pour, and then you can make your own choice. So you don't have to spend $80 if you don't want to. It's just support the locals.
I mean, it's getting better in a glass as we drink it.
I would not mind this at the end of the night, just chilling, and I think it'd be. I would not be like, what the hell am I drinking?
I don't know if I can pick this out of it. No, that's the one good thing. That's what I said. There's nothing offensive about it at all. It's just other than the price. Like the flavor and all this stuff kind of goes in. So like if I just randomly poured this, one of my many in a night, I'm like, I'm not going to be like, what the heck did I just pour? Either way, like, wow, this is phenomenal. Or what was that? Like there's something nasty in this one. I'm not going to get that. You know what I mean? So,
that's how I feel. Yeah, I think I think it's pretty tasty for what it is.
It is getting better as it goes in the glass. I got to give him that. It is as it sits here, the longer it keeps
for a 2-year young bourbon. I think that again they're on the right path.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave it at that then. So
let's do that.
There you go. Before I get negative.
Oh, we got a pour.
No, honestly, I don't know. I won't compare to what all the other ones is. So
correct.
You say it for yourself. If you tried this, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from everyone. So there it is. Topknot. I want to say top notch. Topknot Summer Double Barrel is the review. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Support the locals.
Support the locals. I don't.
No, it's a little ride for us being local, but.